Good morning, Kelly. Boy, we got the case of the Mondays, don't we? Happy President's Day. Crazy weather for the entire West Coast. We have a winter storm warning that fired up last night. They're going to follow us through Wednesday through much of the higher elevations, but we are not out of the woods as far as potential snowflakes, even making it into the North Valley. Now, it won't be a whole lot, but as you can see, the mountains are going to be feet of snow. I've heard in some areas even as high as 5 feet. Now, typically those kind of forecasts then go a little rich, but we've got to keep this in mind because we've got a lot of precipitation out there, some of it falling in snow, and then a little mix as you get towards the higher elevations. Elevation will mean a lot over the next week, realistically, but we're starting off in the mid-40s for Redding. Chico, you're sitting in the mid-40s at this hour, so, not doing too bad. Wind's nice and calm. That's kind of doesn't hurt things, and it's actually keeping most of the fog off towards the higher elevations. So quite a mixed bag for us, and we're not stopping there. Things are going to continue to get kind of strange. Now, if you need to walk cheddar, I'd say, well, you don't walk a cat that often, but if you're going to walk a cat, I would do it earlier in the day. But, nice, cute little cat we got going on there. All right, so what to expect? Well, we're going to talk about some rain that could be heavy at times. A winter storm warning in effect for the mountains, and the winds kind of picking up too. So active weather, as you can see, it's just one system after another, and we're just always right on the line. Now, the valley getting some breaks here and there, but as you can see, we're going to see the potential for mainly rain, but also potentially some snow mixed in with all of this as well. So it's just one system after another all the way through the weekend. Now, this forecast model showing the potential for some rain. Most of this snow is going to stay towards the higher elevations. I really don't expect to see any rolling through the valley today, but the potential for either a thunderstorm or some heavy rains at times. Overnight, certainly a possibility, but this model is leaning a little bit more towards the blues, just giving you a heads up that most of this is going to be falling in the form of rain. If you mix snow into it, it will be temporary, and these temperatures are such where it won't stick around for super long. But for today, some 50s expected for our highs, overnight lows in the upper 30s, so that's kind of helping us out a little bit. But boy, folks, just be prepared. It's going to be a crazy week ahead with that potential for the thunderstorms on Tuesday. And 50s, though, as we roll towards the weekend. But as I said, the North Valley, potential for some flakes being mixed in both Wednesday and Thursday. Not much in the form of accumulation. And then we'll finally get a warm-up as we head towards the weekend. Temperatures return towards the 50s.